Hey, Trudy, Beerman here. I'm visiting with my mom, and I just wanted to make this quick video because when it comes to using your money wisely, you need to work within the parameters of what you have, and that is basically defined as income distribution. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about that coming right up. So we're talking income distribution here, guys. This is all your income streams from whatever sources coming together, and you are going to decide how that money is spent. That is a spending plan. I did not say budget. Budget's kind of limiting, but a spending plan is where you acknowledge your control over all the money that it comes into your hand. You determine where it goes and how much is spent in each category. That is a spending plan. A lot of you have been using the spend as you go, we'll figure it out later plan, the fly by the seat of your pants plan. None of those really work and get a lot of people into trouble. So we're talking about a documented spending plan where every dollar is already determined where it's going to go before you have spent it. So here is kind of how we break that out here. Some of you may have heard of LearnVest. LearnVest is a very popular online financial education organization, and they have a 50-20-30 rule. It's not a bad plan. 50% to essential expenses, 20% to financial priorities, 30% to lifestyle choices. Not a bad plan, but it is not the debt-free wealth way plan. The debt-free wealth pay plan has a 30-50-20 rule, and it's broken up quite differently, frankly. The first 30%, guys, or first 30% off the top before you get into paying bills or anything like that, is to secure your financial future. The next 50% goes to the basics. That's a survival money. And then the next 20% goes to lifestyle upgrades. As far as I'm concerned, we should be working to finance our life, not our debt. And if we do it right, this money spent on lifestyle upgrades should be taking us to an ever increasing improved quality of life experience. So let me give you an example of that in play. So in this example, this is a single adult with $3,000 a month coming in. Obviously your numbers are going to be different, and how you break them out will look a little bit different, but this is just to give you an idea. The first 30%, like I said, goes to securing our financial future, of which the 10% off the top, guys, goes to tithe. We're unapologetically Christian over here. As far as I'm concerned, everything I have comes from God. It's His to begin with. I'm just a steward, and I get to play with 90% of it. So the first 10% right off the top goes into tithe. The second 10% goes into savings, like long-term savings and investing. This is securing our financial future. I'm not going to tell you how to do that part. Maybe you get a financial planner, whatever, but you should be putting something aside for later, much later. Then the other 10% goes into debt reduction. Now, if you do this right and you take care of this properly, this 10% will go away. This debt deletion thing will go away. You'll soon be debt free. And the exciting thing is this 10% can join with a saving investing, which means 20% of your income now goes to really making sure your financial future is comfortable, not just secure. The next 50% was the basics. In this case, it's $1,500. Now, a lot of banks and loan institutions will advise that no more than 30% of your income goes to housing. In this case, guys, that would be $900. Honestly, that is the top end. And in this particular case, you know, you want to try and keep that as low as possible. I said $700. I live in Tampa, Florida. That is way more than adequate to live in a very, very nice part of town with a very, very nice location at $700 for a single person, maybe even for a couple with a child. But this is where you get creative, because once you know your numbers and what you're going to work with within your spending plan, if where you need to end up living costs more than $700, that's when you begin to think, well, can I take a roommate? Maybe I live in a different part of town, those kinds of things. But you have to start with your numbers and stay within those numbers for your spending plan to work. Groceries, auto, utilities, all of this comes out of the basics. And like I said, once you have your numbers, you need to get creative. Can you shave something from somewhere else? Can you get your grocery bill down? Can you get your utilities bill down? Just so that you stay within that 50% for the basics. Because otherwise what will happen is people start to steal from the lifestyle upgrade section. This is $600 based on this income. And guys, I promise you, this is where if you had rent at say $900, you'd have probably taken it out from here, which a lot of people do. And that's why a lot of people are working so hard and have nothing to show for it. They can't even go out for a night on the town to enjoy all this hard work and income. You really do want to have something that reflects your life values. This is where if you were a techie person, you might be buying your tech toys. If you were into car racing, that, you know, it would be probably reflected here. If you were a clothing shopper, it would be reflected here. This is where everything to do with your quality of life experiences gets reflected. In this particular case, I said they were saving towards a nice vacation. $300 for clothing every month is a lot of money, but maybe this person likes to dress nice and shop, you know, a lot. So this is reflecting your quality of life, your value system right here. So this is just an example. Guys, as you can see, this money has been apportioned. So when her paycheck comes in, before she's spent the first dollar, she already knows how it needs to be spent. And on that day when she has that extra that something needs to happen, you're going to be taking money from somewhere. If you don't have that savings, guys, you're going to be swiping that card again. So this is where you have a spending plan and you stick to it. And if you do that, it won't be too long before you'll be on your way to lifestyle upgrades, the debt-free wealth way. Trudy Beerman here. I'm super simple to find at trudybeerman.com, and I look forward to connecting with you.